It's chilly in the neighborhood. It's chilly today in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Wow, I don't feel like Mr. Rogers. At least I don't dress like him, do I? I don't know. I saw the documentary on him. It's really cool. Boy, we need more people to feel that way, I think. Make it a little more friendly in the world. It's everybody fighting each other. But it's what, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, something like that. And I'm out for the walk. I just was stopped by a Japanese camera crew from Japan, and they interview me. They want to know what I think of everything that's going on, and how. And I said, boy, with the police here and the crackdown, I mean, that doesn't really look a whole lot different than the COVID. The COVID is really what's stopping us more than anything. And just festivities. Probably wasn't going to be invited to any parties or anything like that. So it doesn't mean a whole lot to me what's going on here, the lockdown. I mean, the COVID has locked down the city enough to bother me, and anything new doesn't seem to make a whole lot of difference. And I guess that, but more importantly, what I want to talk about is all the new programs that were just passed just a week or 2, 3 weeks ago or whatever. People are not applying. They're Let's Go Help members are asking me where to get rent receipts. I did about 15 questions this morning before I came out, and got a good handful of those are about rents. Now there's lots of rent that you could get up to $20,000 for paying past rent and future rent. And I get some people who say, what about if you're homeless already? I would apply. I don't really know. Nobody knows. I was just listening to an interview by the SBA, for grants and stuff. And he said, just apply. We don't know. and if whatever I tell you may be wrong anyway. So the real thing is to apply. The hard thing is where to apply, particularly on the rent. You don't know where to apply for. I don't know where to apply to because it's different everywhere in the country. So it's emergency rental assistance. Limited to the elderly. Well, that's it. It is now. Not the new one is not. I see a note that saying Louisiana the rent assistance is for elderly and I think people with disability. Well, that may be true on the old one. I don't think they could limit that on the new one. Maybe I'm wrong. So you got to really see and make sure you're applying to that new one. If the old one says it's you're not eligible, okay. You got to find out to make sure that this is the new money. The states don't even have the money yet. See, that's why. So you got to make sure where to apply in Maine for my kids homeless. I don't know. You have to figure that out. If you remember, I give you a lot of sources. I tell you what, when I get home, I'll put in the description is a list of all the sources for every state. So there'll be a whole list of state by state. You'll have 50 reports. You download the whole report so you have every state. And then what you do is you find your state and download the report for the states. For your state, there's a report for financial assistance. I have another report for business. So there's 2 reports, and that gives you all the offices that help people that need trouble with finances. So if you need trouble paying your bills or anything like that, that's who you start with. If you need help with your business, then that other list is what you start with, because everything is different. See, the rent program is going to a big portal in the sky somewhere. This is why Amazon makes so much money. They're in the cloud business, and it'll be up there in the cloud, and then your local county, city, state has to apply and then start giving out the money. Now, what you can do is, if you're not familiar with 211 or AuntBertha.org, the rental assistance is, they will help you with your family bills you are behind on. That's right. And that's what it is. You go to all these people that are in business to help you with the build. Now what will happen is they may or may not help you, okay? Because of certain regulations, you're at the wrong place or whatever. You have to play that game. You have to be ready to realize that where I tell you ain't gonna work. You think I'll give you some magic website, and then you get a check on the mail by Tuesday and all your problems are solved. Well, that may happen, but most likely it won't. The stuff I give you is just a starting place. It's just to get in the race. It's not, you don't win the race with me. You just get a chance to play. Georgia has nothing for us. Well, that's what your opinion is. I don't think you looked hard enough, because I know Georgia just cut part of $25 billion to pay for rent assistance. Georgia just got money to pay grants up to $20 million with no credit check. They don't care about your credit, you know. It's just where you go, what you hear, and when people say no, it's like getting a job. You could talk to people, 5 businesses that are hiring, but they're not hiring you. Then you say, well, nobody's hiring. None of those 3 are hiring. That's what all you know for sure. You know, and how good are you? How much stamina do you have, you know, to continue? And that's what life is all about. Unfortunately, it works that way for me. Oh, I got a great idea for a book. I'm going to make $1 million. Man, I'm going to do this book and I'll show you. Well, I've been wrong 90 times, okay? I've written 90 books that I thought would make me a hero in life, and I was wrong. I didn't make a penny. I wrote 100 books though, and 10 of them made money. So that's what life is. You know, how do we, you know, tell people or explain that that's what life is about? And if you're not willing to fail 9 times out of 10. Try 211. That's right. See, try DH, Department of Homeland Security, Health and Human Services. Right, those nonprofit organizations, Salvation Army. These are all good people. Catholic Charities. They work on these programs, yeah. And a lot of times they're the same people that will hand out the money, because the government's not organized to do it. And they give the money to a local nonprofit to hand it out. So that's the system you have to start learning, unfortunately. And the same way with business. Now they work through the financial services industry to give out business money. And like the new PPP, you don't even need to, they're not going to check your credit and give you up to $20,000 grant for your business, you know. And you don't even have to be a business. See, that's what's amazing to me, yeah. And people, you know, I'm going to do another video soon about that. I was just listening to a video of the person at the SBA who gives out grants to businesses and non-businesses. And the non-businesses are really for freelancers, gig economy people. You're making some money on the side, stuff like that. That's where you can get up to 20 grand for, to do that. And that's important. Oh, smart cookie. Well, that's wonderful to hear. It should be any time now. No problem. Yeah. When the PPP opening for small business is open today. You know, so that's it. You got to find a middleman to work with. And actually, wait a little bit. I'm going to do a thing. Yeah, the PPP is open. You have to work with the middleman to find it. And actually, if you didn't apply for the PPP, if you didn't apply last time, you could apply for the first PPP, and that's a lot easier. So if you never applied for it, you apply for the first one. That's easy because you don't have to show. Amy, apply for the PPP if you didn't do that yet. You probably could get money for that. And make sure U.S. Bank opened PPP portal this morning. Then just start applying. See what they need, and it's easier for the first PPP. And you apply for that because you don't need as much documentation for the first PPP, and you don't have to show that your income lost. You know, so this would be income in 2019. So if you didn't, no matter what your income is, they're going to give you money. Yeah. and it could be up to $20,000 grant that you don't have to pay back the whole thing. And that's what's amazing. You'll never see stuff like this again in the government or anywhere else, man. This is too good, but sure, it's a pain in the ass. Life is a pain in the ass. You're not going to get out of this alive. Remember that. It's hard. It's hard as hell. I sell a few. Yes, it may not be up to 20,000, but it'll be something. So just go and apply. Yeah, that's the max. If you made up to $100,000, then you could probably get about 20,000. That's what that is. So you go apply. Do you need a tax doc? No, apply. I don't know. Apply. Maybe, maybe not. It depends. There are different ways of doing everything. And do you need a tax ID number? No, Social Security number is enough. Yeah. But even if you go apply, don't trust me. I'm not giving you money. You can't trust people who ain't putting their money on the line. Yeah, they're guessing. I'm guessing. That's right. Good. Oh, Crafty Shades of Grey. I remember seeing that. I wonder what that is. Love your parents. Love you. I said, Crafty Shades. That's a great thing. I wonder what it is. Email me. Tell me what all that is about. That's sort of interesting. Because I think life is all gray. It's not black and white. Everybody wants to live black and white, but it ain't, man. It's gray. And it depends who you talk to. That's why we have so much fake news. It may be right for somebody, maybe one person, and they think it's right for everybody. No, it's gray. And that's what important. So the message, I think, is that you get out there and apply your ass off. And also, and that's a good diet, right? If you're losing weight on your butt, that's not bad to do, right? Actually, as an old guy, I'm losing my butt. I know you notice old guys have saggy pants because their butts are gone. And that's what's interesting as getting old. But it's fun to get old. Hi from sunny, windy California. Yeah, it's sunny and windy here. It's a little cold too. I forget. It's like maybe 40, 35, 40, around there for something. My life is lived in color. Yes! Creativity, artistry. So is mine. See what I got? See what I'm wearing today? Can you tell? Da, 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 da. People point at me when I walk, and that's neat. You feel alive. I call it living inside out. Their butts are going. Mine is too. Skin and bones. That's why I can't sit in hard chairs for a long time. My butt's gone. Hey, who stole my butt? Where'd it go? Butts don't matter. Yes, they do. Long life is a great thing. Yes, Amy. And also it's to play, and that's why. Okay, somebody doesn't have rent. Okay, well then what you do if nobody has that, you sign play, there's no rent. No, then you just go anywhere. You keep calling every elected official. You call every research librarian you know. You go on 211.org and find every office on 211.org that helps people with financial assistance, and just don't call one and they say there's no such thing. Forget that. You got to prove them wrong, and you prove them wrong by calling 20 more and finally getting one. Maybe. See, that's the other thing too. The ultimate answer is maybe. I can't guarantee anything. Nobody can guarantee anything. The only thing I can guarantee is that you'll get nothing unless you try like hell. That's the only thing you guarantee, So if you're not willing to do that, maybe you'll get once in a while, you get something real easy and you get it. But no, life is about trying hard. Because you have to get through this stuff. Otherwise, what I always say is, what do you want to play basketball against a 5-year-old? And then you'll win all the time, right? But no, life ain't that way. And it's no fun anyway. You do that after you get 100 to 1. If he gets one, well, that's a little boring life, isn't it? You apply both. EIDL, PPP, do them both. Okay? And that's what you do. You have to apply. The worst case is you give one of them back. That's a nice problem, isn't it? You want that problem. You want it badly, to be in trouble because you got too much money. Oh my God. That's what's amazing. So that you just keep going. And the important thing is that you're keeping going. If you're not keeping going, man, then what are you doing here? Life's about doing things. And sometimes it's hard. Definitely. It's hard for me. It's hard for everybody. But that's why, when I like Let's Go Help, I go there and answer questions from people and that they're struggling and whatever, and I'm able to, of course, I'm not able to solve everybody's problems. I can't even solve my own. But maybe some stuff that I've been studying for 40 some years can help somebody. And that's the biggest joy that I have in life. Being able to think that something I know can really help add a little something helpful to someone else's life. I mean, wow, what else are we here for? And that's why I hope that, Let's Go Help helps people build something that they could do too, like that. I also started my nonprofit with all the free money from your book. Wow, Smart Cookie! Tell me more, Smart Cookie. Email me, letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. By the way, there's so many scam artists. Even I found one, I think he is, I'm not even positive, but he smells too bad. Let's Go Help, he snuck in, trying to help people fix their credit. The guy looks like a shark. He's making money out of this stuff. He's saying he's done it free. Yeah, maybe the person, but I have a feeling he's selling the information. So I had to stop it. And then that's why I had to cut out the discussions on YouTube, because people there claiming they're me, and it looks like me too, but it ain't. And they're shoving you to people to get money from you. You're a cute lady. Who's cute lady? Me? Well, we're all going through gender education, aren't we? Being they, he's, she's, whatever. It's sort of interesting. I mean, it's fun. What the hell? Life can't be boring. You want it to be nice. Oh, Crafty, Shades of Gray. Please email me, okay, Crafty? Love to know more. I love the Shades of Gray. I mean, that is so right on with what life is, and that's what we all should be realizing, that life is gray. Everybody wants to defend it, like, oh, I want to apply to this and get it or not. Sure, that's the Shades of Gray. You may get it, you may not, but I can't guarantee either one. And that's the important. I mean, it's so hard. I mean, everybody wants to live in a fantasy world, and it's all this way, it's all that way. Instagram, they are disgusting themselves as disgust. Yeah, see, right, and they want to, all these people don't go to anything. Don't. So it happened. I applied for EDI and got the advance. Can you apply? Go apply. Nobody's stopping you. Maybe there'll be a question. Did you get this before? You could get the PPP again, so why not the EDIL? Don't know for sure. I can't. It's too complicated out there. So that's why you have to go and apply. Somebody will say yes, and how do you know they're right? Somebody will say no. How do you know they're right? You can get any answer you want on the internet and get it all day long from 15 platforms that will just reassure what you believe all day long. Yeah. But you don't know until you apply. Yes, from what I can read, you can do it again. Okay, apply, find out. I've gotten a paycheck all pandemic long. Can I apply? Yes. Because if your income went down, you could also apply for unemployment. But apply, I don't know for sure. Nobody knows. Go apply. That's the only way. Where do you apply for him? The PPP and the EDIL. The EDIL is on the SBA website. The PPP, you have to go through a middleman. And if you go to sba.gov and put the PPP, they'll hook you up with a middleman to do it. And that's easy. Oh, I see I'm losing my power on my phone. I don't know what little power I have. I have very little power in our life. SBA's EDIL grant and loan. Yes. Can you please give your email address, because I'm in the invention nonprofit. My email address is letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. Now, I get a lot of emails, okay? Lesko, Lesko, radio, at gmail.com. I got a lot of emails there, so I try to help as many as I can. I guess my first thing is using YouTube to educate people about things. And then my closed Facebook group is where I provide one-on-one help. And that's $20. So I have to take care of them first. PUA, PU. That's pandemic unemployment. And actually there's other words now for it. They have 3 pandemic unemployments. So you have regular unemployment and pandemic employment. That's why if you didn't have a regular job or you're not a normal kind of person, you want to apply for the pandemic. So make sure if the regular unemployment turns you down, you want to apply for the pandemic unemployment. So you just look for more things to apply. Okay? Correct answer to all questions is apply. You got it, man. I'm going to turn the camera over to you, okay? And you just answer all the questions because you got the 3 right answers. I will pay you for one consult. Well, Facebook banned me. Do a different thing. Can you start a new Facebook page for the Facebook banned me? I can't even get it on my own Facebook page I set it up with. They're terrible. You always get the phone people to give out wrong info. I don't know what that means. Can you set up under a different account on Facebook? Make up a fake account. I tried. They keep me in jail. Well, but don't you have another, Joe Blow or something, and they won't let you go. Actually, I'm setting up another one now because Facebook, all these big, platforms are pissing me off, and I'm setting up a separate platform on a platform. I should have it something to look at in a week or so on a limited basic. It's called Mighty Platform, Mighty Network, I think it is. And that's not, that's a closed one. And that looks interesting to me. I could do all I do on the group, on the Facebook closed group, but do it there. I cannot, it's connected to my phone number and they can't, set up a free phone number on Google. Can you do that? You have a free phone number on Google? I do that. I got a lot of phone numbers on Google. Okay, but if that's a problem, Shades of Gray, then hit me on Let's Go Free Radio. If not, wait a day or two. If you don't hear from me, then do it again, please. I'm facing eviction. You shouldn't be facing eviction. Here's what you should go, Susanna. I think that's the name. If you're facing eviction, go to just JUST shelter SHELTER.org. Just JUST SHELTER. I will email you. I'm Leslie Gray. Okay. Just JUST SHELTER.org. Org. Okay. And they have a listing there called local resources, some kind of resources. You'll see it there easily on top. It's a link. A tab. Hi. Good. And you click that tab and you click on your state, and there'll be a dozen free legal help to help you not be evicted, okay? Because there's a lot of laws. You want to make sure you know the laws and how to fight these people that are trying to kick you on the street. You can't fight them without knowing the law, and get some legal folks behind you and help you do that. That's where you could get love all your search and jackets. Paula, were you the one that wanted to sell this? I'm looking for somebody to sell this stuff for me. I have and I lost it. I don't know if anybody there, I wouldn't mind having a store with all my stuff because I do Printful. It comes out of Printful. So Printful, Print, is that it? FUL. All my stuff is on there, and I got a dozen or so of these. So if anybody wants a copy, maybe we could share the income or something. I don't know, we'll find out something. But if somebody wants to do it, I just don't want to manage that. I want to get information to people that solve their problems. And that's the most important thing I want to do in life. And I want to do it for the next 20 years. Yeah. Trump phones, Trump phones on each other, and not these millionaire plates forms to kick us out. Yeah, that's true. You need to. Oh, crafty shades, you're I'm going to go on vacation because of you. Where will you meet? This is wonderful. Oh, you're sweet. Let me help you, crafty. And that shades of gray, great. Tay, me, crafty shades of gray. Bora. I haven't been traveling in a long time. I used to do 50 cities a year selling books. I'd write a book for a year, then I go travel 50 cities a year and because I act like an idiot on television, people would have me on TV for me to sell books. I didn't have to buy a single advertisement. That's what I see when Trump started first. I say, hey, that guy's doing what I'm doing. He's acting like a maniac and getting free TV time to advertise. That's the same thing I did. And I'll run your play. Okay, email me, Marcia. That'll be great. Yeah, and that's what the media, and that's what now. I mean, you see my headlines. I mean, it's how do I get your attention? Because the information is there. I said, I mean, that's why, I actually was thinking, well, if I write a diet book, would it be like, oh, well, you tried this procedure, it's hard, and it may work or may not. You're going to have to change your life probably, but you may be able to lose weight. Or do I say, thinner thighs in 30 days? And that's what I feel. Unfortunately, we have all this media around, and to fight for attention, to fight for people's interest or whatever. That's what it seems it takes. I've learned that system. It beat it in me because I want to help people, and it seems like I have to live off clickbait to try to get people's attention. First-time home buyer, yes, lots of free help for that. If you're not a member, go to gov't and look for counseling. They have free counselors everywhere in the country that will help you start knowing the programs for free. There's 150 some programs in every city. I'll give you a list if you're a member how to find them where you are and stuff like that. But if you can, because $20 is important for people and can't afford it, I understand. I wish I could give it all for free, but I got to pay my bills too and be self-sufficient, and that's what we are. Yeah, sure. Call 211, absolutely. And the other one is, gotta keep forgetting, but it's auntbertha.org. That's the alternative to 211, Aunt Bertha. And they changed their name. I forget if it's Help for Free or something. I forget. And that's what that is. My hand is starting to get cold out here. I'm an old guy. Old guys get cold. That's right. There's so many old people in Florida. They get cold. Old people get cold. Okay, shades of gray. Hit me if I don't get you back this afternoon. Hit me again tomorrow. Okay. I would like to pay for. Let's just join. Join gov't.com. www. I just jumped on my skin. An Amber Alert came through. An Amber Alert because of me? But www.letsgohelp.com. www.letsgohelp.com. Thank you for your such kind words that you gave me this morning, and that's going to keep me doing this till I die, and I'll be having soup somewhere for dinner, and my face will fall in the soup, and that'll be the end, and I'll never see you guys again. But it's been great being here doing this. Thank you so much.